I've got 10 numbers here to choose from, and there's a list that has 8 out of 10 of these numbers. So essentially what I have to do is get rid of 2 of them. Now let's look at statement 1, which says that the average in the list I'm making is the same. What that really means is that I have to get rid of a pair of numbers, like say 4 and 22, because the average has to remain at 13, the median of all these numbers. So let's say that I do that. Well, 4 and 22, if those are gone, I'm going to have a pretty small standard deviation, right, because these numbers are closer together. But let's say that instead I remove 12 and 14. Well, then I'm going to have a bigger standard deviation, because the numbers are further apart from the average. But the average is the same in either case. It's 13 either way. So since I can have 2 different standard deviations, statement 1 is not sufficient to answer the question. Now let's look at statement 2, which basically says get rid of 22 and one other number. Well, if I get rid of 20, that's going to give me a different standard deviation than if I get rid of, say, 12, right? So statement 2 by itself is also not sufficient. But if I have both statements together, that means I'm crossing off 22 and I'm crossing off 4. So there's only one possibility for the list, which means there's only one possibility for the standard deviation. So together, these statements are sufficient, making the correct answer C.